Hello and welcome to my first ever game review. Today we are looking at Atomic Heart. Developed by Mundfish, a Russian studio that I hadn't really heard of before, but will definitely be keeping an eye on in the future. The game takes place in an alternative version of Russia around the mid-1950s. Russian scientists have made a discovery of something called polymer. This allows them to create a cold fusion reactor, which leads to highly advanced robotics, and as such Russia has somewhat conquered the world, albeit not physically. You play Agent P3, a World War II veteran who is struggling with memory loss. With the aid of your AI glove Charles, you are tasked with restoring order at secret Russian facility 3826, after a rogue entity has set all the robots to murder mode. Not sure why waiters need a murder mode, but it's in there. The game feels like the spiritual successor to games like BioShock and Fallout, which for the record I absolutely loved, so this is the perfect game for me so far. You're dropped into the action without a great deal of hand-holding at first, which got me frustrated, but I soon learned to enjoy the sense of freedom. The game is by no means open world, and you are set down a linear path, but how you tackle enemies or go about solving puzzles is left up to you to figure out. Speaking of enemies, they're tough. Right from the start you're attacked by these creepy hybrid crash test dummy sex dolls. They even come with a weird porno mustache. The way they bob and weave at you, making it really hard to get that all-important headshot, makes killing them incredibly satisfying. Ammo and other resources are very scarce at the start of the game until you meet this crazy rapist Smeg fridge, where you can craft new weapons and upgrades along with creating new armor. I became a complete bullet whore and just hoarded every shotgun shell I could see and would stick to using my axe to chop down enemies in order to save resources. This works if you can avoid triggering alarms, which are everywhere. If you do, you'll be swarmed by enemies and you'll be forced to whip out your shotgun and blast until you hear it click. Once you've killed an enemy, you can suck out all their vital components using your glove to upgrade your Frankenstein weapons at the said Smeg Rapist fridge. You're also powered with some special abilities from the polymer, such as a lightning blast and a temporary shield, and then as you progress and collect resources you can modify and amp up these powers. The powers are used in combat and to solve puzzles. While not on the level of say Dark Souls and games like that, boss battles are tough and unforgiving. However, the satisfaction you get from finally killing one is immense. Jesus fuck. The game's atmosphere is a mixture of dark, intense horror, sprinkled with light-hearted humour. Nowhere this is more evident than when you're having a conversation with a corpse about finding a train ticket. You can have conversations with most of the dead bodies that are littering the ground, and sometimes it's just for fun, and others it will help you solve a puzzle or progress the story. I haven't finished the game yet entirely, but I'm about 4 or 5 hours in, and I'm super excited to jump back in and play. But given the curious nature of my children and not wanting to have to explain why I keep turning the screen off when they come into my office, I'll need to wait until they're asleep. But so far, it's worth the wait. Once I've completed the game, I will come back and do a follow-up review, but so far I recommend playing this, and if you can pick it up on Xbox Game Pass, do that. Otherwise it is worth the price of admission. At $49.99 it's easily worth picking up right now and playing. Until then, until I've finished, I'll see you later.
Terminated.